My name is Kathy Baumgardner-Hetrick, and Steve Philippi and I undertook a very large project this year of the 250th anniversary of Palmyra. We have decided to do some oral histories of people who have lived in Palmyra. Most of them are over the age of 80 or 85, and we asked them to tell us their story about Palmyra so that we could put together a DVD that you're going to watch now that has the stories of Palmyra based on the people who have lived here. We hope you enjoy it. We've had a fun time doing it, and we think you'll learn a lot about Palmyra and the history of Palmyra through the stories of Palmyra. You are?
Mr Nissley. Been living here in Palmyra since 1955. The reason I came to live in Palmyra, I got a job at Pickles Pharmacy, which is here in center town, and I worked there for 40 years as a pharmacist, and I enjoyed working there. I was doing that kind of work, meeting the public.
Was that your first job out of school, or how did you come to Pickles?
Well, Mr. Pickle came to me when I was in pharmacy school, and he was looking for somebody and came to interview me, and I said I'd think about it because I had some other job offers. And then in the meantime, I went to the military for 4 years, and then afterwards he still was looking for somebody. He had gotten somebody, but then he needed another replacement. So then I came here in July of '55 and been here ever since.
When did Mr. Pickle go into business? How long was Pickles in the square of Palmyra?
I think he went in the early 40s, like 1941 or something.
Were you the only pharmacist then on duty at the time?
No, there was, well, one time we had as many as 5 pharmacists.
Oh, really?
At the peak, yeah. I mean, you usually had, on average, we had 3, but one couple times we had a little over that.
You're sort of, as a pharmacist, and maybe I'm saying this wrong, but you're sort of tangentially in the medical profession. Have you seen, what kind of changes have you seen in the medical profession through those years as a pharmacist?
Well, as a pharmacist, the training that they get these days is much, much more advanced than what I had. They get a lot more training in pharmacology of the drugs, because there's so many new drugs, and they have to learn what they're all about, what they're for, and all the side reactions. And they have to be careful that they don't interact with some of the other drugs. But of course, they have computers that help them along with that, but it's just are, I can say, more highly trained. When I first started working in drugstores, the pharmacist did 5 or 6 prescriptions a day. That was a good day, but now the average pharmacist will do 150, 200 a day.
Oh my goodness.
With the volume they have with the computer, they can do it.
Well, let's get back to Palmyra and things that you got active in. Okay, so you had a full-time job, but you did some community service too. What groups were you in?
Well, I was involved with the Optimist Club. I was involved in the fire company for a number of years. I was not actually on the firefighting crew, but I was with the fire police. I was with the fire company. I did that for 45 years. Yeah, it was a long time. I finally gave that up. And I've been involved in the church. I wore a lot of different hats at church, doing various jobs.
Now, which church did you?
That was the Brethren of Christ Church in West Main Street. Excuse me.
We were talking with the Kreisers about the churches that were prominent in the Palmyra. I mean, as I was growing up, the church was the center of your community.
The church where I'm going now, the Brethren of Christ Church, I guess it's public news now, we just made the deal to purchase the old Rainer store.
Oh, really? Oh, this is hot news. No, I didn't know this.
Yeah, we're planning down the road to do some expansion there, because we're just getting too crowded where we are now. So we're trying to make it a better community. Hopefully have some success.
Well, you know, Palmyra as I know you've heard, that Palmyra started its sense of community through the churches. You know, I mean, I'm talking years, hundreds of years ago. You know, like it was through the churches that people became active in their community. This is really neat. It's like what goes around comes around now. Maybe the revitalization of the energy of Palmyra will come back through the churches.
I hope we keep on growing.
Well, thank you. I want to thank you for coming in. Thanks for coming the second time.
Here with this.